Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We are here to give a new message on this new year, 2021, and we thank you so much for joining in and listening to our messages. We hope everything you hear today will be inspiring and a message of love, and we hope that this message also resonates with you deeply on a spiritual level. Again, thank you for joining us and hope you enjoy this transmission. I'm going to begin channeling now. I'm not sure who is going to come in today. I do channel many energies. So just give me a moment and we'll see who comes in. Thank you. Hello. This is the Galactic Federation. We join you once again today to give you a message of love, but also to inspire you to follow your heart during the next year, to live in the flow, not to work against yourself or the energies, but to really tune in to how you feel and not to ignore what's going on around you, but to learn to listen to yourself and your heart and learn to follow that. Your intuition is going to be a big part of your life coming up in the next years. Your ability to tune into that is going to be key to making everything you want manifest in your life. So we ask you to learn to tune into your intuition, that part of you that we sometimes often ignore, and try and logically talk ourselves out of maybe some of the things that we really want to do with our life. So we ask you to follow your joy, follow your passion, and allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to be loved by your own self. Treat yourself well. And know that by doing this, by focusing on the inner self, on yourself and your own personal growth, you will help to raise the consciousness of the entire span of humanity. This doesn't sound like it's quite possible, we understand, but truly everyone focusing on their self and their own self-improvement and self-love will actually help to put that message into the air, so to speak, where everyone will start to tune in. And believe it or not, as this effect snowballs, mankind will end up catching on, and you will see many people around you change. So we encourage you not to sit back this year, but to be on a mission of love of yourself. And this is not a selfish love, but this is a love of your own spirituality, your own needs, and be forgiving of yourself in this manner so that you too can raise your vibration and live your best life possible. We thank you for listening to our transmission. We love you and we see you. Namaste.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lorette Soul Sister, and I welcome you once again to the Divine Cosmic Channelers channel. And today we bring you a new message for the end of the year and the coming year. I am not certain who will come through, but we know it is a message that will be for the highest good of humanity. Good evening, humanity. Good evening, all. I feel and see your energies. I say good evening to the other host on here, Kathy and the angelic night. It is wonderful that you are part of this. And as we look out at the wonderful light of everyone on this planet, it is lighting up. It is such a joy to see how much humanity has come over this year. Those of you who have sought in the stillness, in the solitude, you have sought to go inward and found that spark that is within you and ignited that spark, sought to be one with your oversoul, sought to be one with the divine. We see how that is lighting up the planet and bringing so much more light. And that light is a divine light. So we welcome all of humanity that is awakening. We welcome the old souls, and we welcome the light workers who have been doing this work. It is a wonderful time. Yes, yes, we understand that 2020 as part of your calendar, that year of stage setting, that year of bringing up the dross, of bringing up all the contrast, as some would say. This was a very necessary thing. It is for the purification of mind. It is for the getting rid of those things that no longer serve humanity, no longer can be a part of your Akosh, no longer should be here to be dealt with, because this new age that is coming, we seek truth, we seek the elevation of humanity, the elevation of thought, the elevation of being, a clearing of the field that consists of your mental, your emotional, your psychic, your physical being, that clearing. And with things that are unresolved, you will not be able to achieve this. So we see that you have had this opportunity of the great conjunction where Saturn has given you the opportunity to bring these things up. Do not be afraid. Do not push it down. Do not push it down. Bring it up. Confront it. Face it. Look at the truth that involves your part in whatever it was. Pick from that all the things that are positive that came from it, because these are lessons for you. Integrate this and then take the opportunity that Jupiter presents to you for your own expansion, for your life to be what you choose it to be. So be careful of your thoughts at this time, because almost as in the Aladdin abracadabra, your thoughts and becomes your reality, but even more so during this time, this coming year. It is a time for you to reset, to claim your abundance, to claim your spirituality, to soar and become the you were meant to be. This is our message, and I represent the Council of Light. I thank you. Namaste.
Greetings, YouTube. Again here, Samuel the Angelic Knight. Very proud and honored to be here again, sharing these messages of love and compassion with you. And give me a moment, and I too will go into channel and see what messages of love come through me. So, thank you. Greetings. There is one. A new calendar year approaches. And it is a time for joy, a time of reflection and looking toward the future. But our message today is one of encouragement. Humanity this past year more ways than one was forced to be still. In many ways was forced to look at and examine the very foundations and structures of your society. And when you turned your gaze upon that, a lot of contrast came to the surface. The conjunction was 8 days ago. Magnificent event. A magnificent event that was the herald of a new age. That was a herald of a dawn in which humanity can step into with raised consciousness. But in order to raise your consciousness, one must work through the contrast. One must work through the lessons within ourselves, and thus begin to help the lessons as a whole in society. Breathe. Dear ones, many of you this past year have lost loved ones. Whether it be to this current pandemic or of other causes, many dear souls have crossed over the veil and returned to the oneness of soul. And on a higher scale, that is a time for celebration, but we know that in a human experience, naturally it brings the feelings of loss. We feel you now. Many of you are filled with anxiety. Many of you feel lost, abandoned by the structures in your society that were supposed to aid. But there is once that is where you come in and you say, but how? This new age, this new dawning of humanity is about going within. It is about recognizing the divine spark some of you call soul. It is about strengthening your connection to Source, God, the oneness, give it a name, the Most High. Anchoring that into the fibers of your being. We come today to remind you that we, the divine, are in support of you. That the turmoil and turbulence that humanity has felt in a collective way is not in vain. It is necessary. And we know those words may anger some. How this happened, why was it necessary? Dearest beloved one, the night is darkest just before the dawn. Just before the dawn. We are asking you all who are there listening to find the gratitude in the multitude of lessons that life has afforded you, especially this year. For those lessons as a collective of humanity and individually, were for you to propel you into your ascension. And what is that ascension, you may ask? It is you defiantly. It is you triumphantly, valiantly, courageously, lovingly, and compassionately stepping into everything that you were created to be. There is much fear in some of your hearts and minds due to the noise of what is going on in your society. But there is opportunity in that noise. We are not saying that you shouldn't feel, nor care, nor react. That is not what we are saying. We are saying that do not let the current events hold you in chains of anxiety or hopelessness. No, in fact, it is the opposite. Take this time, take these feelings and these events as what they are. Old energy, old paradigms that have plagued humanity and that have cultivated itself in constructs to run your societies no longer serve the highest good of humanity. And the awakening of you, dear ones, you, dear humans, into higher consciousness are yearning, thirsting, declaring for more. And what is that more? That more is you, your universe. Not the traditional spelling, but Y-O-U, universe. It is about expanding yourself. For some of you, those old paradigms call this new energy of love, this higher energy, they have names for it. They use names with supposedly derogatory influences. It is not our goal to be political, but we simply pose this question. Is not love God? Is not compassion the true currency of what it means to be connected to Source? Are we not called to love, to guide, to support one another? Now ask yourself this, dear one, as you are called now to be a fierce, bright light that you are. In which ways in your society and in your very personal lives are in contradiction to those divine principles? Go beyond what you have taught and seek within. One of the great ascended masters have said, be still and know that the kingdom of heaven is within you. Dear ones, dear beloved ones, that is most true. Be still and seek within. We ask you all to look upon this year as opportunity. We ask you all to look at the things that may have happened that were painful in your personal lives and in your collective society, and learn Learn from it. Be that lighthouse in this storm, for you need one another. And that is the new age. It is the new age where each person is fully present in their divinity, fully present in the connection that they have with the Almighty. Does that mean you are infallible and flawless? Of course not, dear one. You're living a human experience. What it does mean, though, is that you choose with your divine free will that every day and each day you choose to be and grow closer to all that you are. Dear ones, I am speaking to each who are listening, and there are more than can be counted, and we see your lights. The Almighty has written upon your heart and in the depths of your soul dreams and aspirations. That is a love letter from the divine to you. We ask you now to not have fear and step into your gifts and talents. Step into your dreams. Your dreams will make a way for you. What does that mean? We will say it plainly. There are constructs within your society that are no longer working, and they will not work because they no longer serve the highest good, if they ever did. But more people are beginning to realize that. And so you wonder now, what do I do? How do I provide for myself or my family? Or I am being called to more. What is that more? There must be greater. There is. That greater is you. That greater is your gifts, your talents, and stepping into that. For that was given to you to share for the world, and only and uniquely you can express its true fulfillment. Yes, there are many musicians as an example, but each musician has a unique fingerprint on their song. What is your soul's song? It is time to sing it with every breath in your being. This is our message for the new year. Let go of what was. Thank Creator. Thank Creator for coming through. Hold your loved ones who have gone on the other side of the veil in love and memories. They'll always be with you. And remember to take the contrast that has come up within yourself and humanity, extract those lessons, and move boldly into the new you. You are the dawning of love. You beings, humanity, you are the fingerprints of God. Meaning, and I am speaking directly to you, as unique as your fingerprint, as intricate as your fingerprint, is as intricate as you are to God, and thus to this world. We implore you, we beg you, we encourage you. Give birth to all that you are. It is time. It is time to spread your wings and soar. And you need not know where the staircase leads. You need not know how will this happen or when. That ones, all you need to do is begin. Say yes. And we assure you, legions of the divine will envelop you and propel you beyond what you can imagine, beyond what you can fathom. My dearest beloved ones, you are everything that God treasures. Yes, you. And the talents, the skills, your unique signature is just that, a treasure beyond measure. We ask you, humanity, please share that treasure in respect and honor with one another, and bring heaven on earth, manifested within yourself and in the world around you. And with that, dearest friends, and with profound love, we thank you for listening. And we bid you namaste.
We look forward to bringing you more messages. We collectively are
The divine cosmic channelers.
We have Samuel the Angelic Knight. I am Laurie Soap's sister, and
Catherine Gates.
we thank you to look inside yourself to see how this resonates with you. Share, subscribe. Thank you.